Okay, second step to pine cone preparing. They took a little longer than I thought. They must have been wetter than I actually thought they were. So they're almost all the way open. Let me get my tongs here. And you could see how it's open. Look at that natural brown color that it has to it. And that's what I'm going for. Because the other ones that you get from the ground, see if you can see over here, sometimes are a little grayish. But I like the natural colors. So, depends on how you want your pine cone. If you want it just open just a little bit, you could pull them out. This one is almost open all the way. Okay, I like this one, so I'm going to take it out and I'm going to put it on a cooling rack with paper underneath because there might be sap that might still fall off because they're heated up. Now, let's see if I have any other ones that I like in here. Let me pull this out so I have better lighting. There we go. Okay. I like the shape of that one. That one's nice. Let's see. That one's nice too. Okay. These I put in the oven a little bit, probably like 20 minutes later, but they're opening up faster than the other ones, so those might be a little bit drier. Okay, so we'll let those sit for probably another 15-20 minutes. I'll check on them. So here we go. They're cooling off. Make sure they're nice and cool before you do any projects with them because paint might not dry easily, glue might come off. So we'll just sit here and let these cool down and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, our pine cones are all dried out, cooled down. So now the next step in preparing them. Now you see all these? Those are the seeds in the pine cone. Okay? Because that's what pine cones do. When they open, they release the seeds so they can make new trees. We want to get those out of there so they don't end up all over the place doing our crafts. So I'm going to show you how to get those out. So basically, let's get a better shot here. Better lighting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I take this paintbrush. I like using this because it works pretty well. And I'm just going to go in and just brush a little bit. Okay. Just make sure I get them all loose. And then they're just going to shake out. Okay. See how they're all falling out? Okay, let's do the next one. See how they're all falling? We don't want those to get stuck in any of our crafts that we're doing. Okay, so now that's done, let's move on to the second part. Okay, so now our pine cone's ready for painting, if you would like. Some people like to preserve them so they last till next year by spraying an acrylic spray over them. That will harden them up and preserve them. because after Christmas, if you don't throw them away, the next year they're going to be really soft and they're going to start to fall apart. So I'm going to acrylic spray mine, but not right at this second. I'm just going to paint because I want a little snow effect on them. You know, you could do whatever you want with them. You could use them natural and just attach them to make garland. You can, you know, there's so many things you could do with them. You could put them in a vase with some ornaments for a nice decoration. Okay, so here's my pine cone, and I've got wicker white enamel. It's a gloss finish acrylic paint, so it gives me that nice glossy finish. I'm going to use that for my snow. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit on my plate here. Now, what I've learned with painting snow is that you really don't want to brush on it. Okay, so what I do is I like to get a big glob, not too much, of paint on my paintbrush, and we're just gonna go on the tips. We're just gonna right on the outside. And the reason why you want a lot of paint is that it'll bunch up right here. So it'll look like there's actually snow piling on top of the pine cone. So just gonna do that. You just give it one. I know my phone keeps falling. Let's see. This is a new thing for me, so bear with me. Okay, so just like that. So it looks like there's actually snow sitting on it. Okay? And then, if you want, you could roll it in glitter. So the glitter sticks and it looks nice and shiny, sparkly. Personally, I don't like glitter too much because it just gets all over the place. But I know people love glitter and you could do it that way.